Welcome to our series finale explainer. Today we're diving into one of the most absolutely critical transformations in the modern industrial history of mechanical engineering. I mean, we are literally standing right at the edge of a massive shift in how the physical world is designed and built. So let's explore exactly what that means for your future. Have you ever stopped to wonder, what does it actually mean to be a mechanical engineer today? Well, let's dive right in and figure out how the toolkit is evolving. Because honestly, the reality is that the skills that defined this entire industry just 10 short years ago are getting a major upgrade. Moving into part 1, the engineering bedrock. Across this 16-part series, we've really built a solid bedrock together, haven't we? From the absolute foundational laws of thermodynamics and fluid mechanics, all the way through to advanced additive manufacturing and Industry 4.0. And, these aren't just dry textbook chapters. They represent the active, vibrant evolution of the profession. Which brings us to part 2, a profession transformed. The contrast here beautifully illustrates the whole paradigm shift. For decades, when you said mechanical engineering, people immediately thought of traditional factories and combustion engines, right? But today, you're looking at a profession that's being entirely reshaped by things like artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, robotics, and some truly wild aerospace innovation. And because of this massive shift, the demand for mechanical engineers who also have AI and data skills is just skyrocketing. We're seeing this fierce, completely unprecedented competition among EV startups and semiconductor giants. They are actively hunting for modern engineering talent, and frankly, they just cannot hire them fast enough. So let's look at part 3, the modern toolkit. Now, here is the absolute crucial point. Your bedrock knowledge, things like stress analysis and heat transfer, that absolutely still matters. Those fundamentals aren't going anywhere. But a modern engineer is now expected to apply those exact same fundamental concepts using some incredibly powerful new methods. We're talking generative design software, highly advanced simulation platforms, and AI-assisted analysis. Basically, you're taking the old rules and applying them using new data, sensors, and machine learning basics. It's a real game changer. A perfect example of this is the digital twin. Just think about how wild this concept is. Your designs no longer stop evolving once they actually leave the factory. Instead, engineers are now building digital counterparts to physical systems. And these digital twins? They actively learn and improve throughout their entire operational life, purely based on real-world feedback. Similarly, predictive maintenance completely flips the script on wear and tear. Instead of just waiting around for a scheduled inspection or, worse, a catastrophic breakdown, modern engineers are utilizing real-time sensor data to proactively predict exactly when a component is going to fail. It saves time, it saves money, and honestly, it saves lives. And when it actually comes to making these things, additive manufacturing is stepping up to print complex organic shapes that would have been literally impossible for machinists to produce just a decade ago. Throw sustainability into the mix, and suddenly every single design decision carries a really critical environmental weight. It's just a much more holistic way to build. To put that into perspective, the sheer scale of opportunity here is absolutely staggering. The factory automation market alone is projected to nearly double by 2031. That kind of explosive vertical growth is driving this massive demand for hybrid engineers. I mean, the folks who deeply understand both traditional mechanics and modern automation. Which naturally leads us to part 4, interdisciplinary collaboration. Because, gone are the days of the isolated engineer just working all alone at a drafting table. Today, you are right there working shoulder to shoulder with electrical engineers, software developers, and data scientists. The rigid lines between these traditional disciplines are completely blurring, and it's happening in the best way possible. Why is that happening? Well, because the problems we're facing are bigger than ever. Building an autonomous vehicle or designing a next-gen clean energy grid is simply too complex to be solved in a silo. Developing cross-disciplinary fluency lets you actually speak the language of the entire project, not just your specific mechanical piece of the puzzle. Because of all this, taking the time to upskill is no longer just optional. Mastering advanced simulation software, digging into basic data analysis, and maybe even learning a few programming languages. Those aren't just resume boosters anymore. They are genuine, undeniable career advantages in a fiercely competitive landscape. And finally, part 5, the future mechanical engineer. Despite all this incredible digital innovation we've talked about, the AI, the digital twins, the complex sensors, the physical world has not gone away. The realities of physics are, well, they're pretty stubborn. Materials are still going to fail under stress, heat is still going to transfer, and forces absolutely must still perfectly balance. These shiny new digital tools, they just help us manage those exact same physical realities so much better. There's a quote from our source material that captures this entire paradigm shift perfectly. This is not a replacement of traditional mechanical engineering, it is an expansion of what the discipline includes and enables. Thriving in this new era means combining that deep fundamental knowledge with a profound digital fluency. AI and robotics aren't here to replace mechanical engineering, they're an incredible expansion of what you can achieve. Whether you want to build next-generation rockets, design advanced prosthetics, or map out sustainable energy grids, your mission remains exactly the same: solving physical problems with absolute precision, creativity, and rigor. The mission hasn't changed one bit, but wow, the toolkit has literally never been more powerful. So, as we wrap up this 16-part journey, taking you from the most basic laws of thermodynamics to the absolute cutting edge of modern industry, you now have a complete view of how the boundaries of this discipline are rapidly expanding. Thank you so much for joining me for this complete explainer series. It's been a blast. If you're hungry to keep expanding that interdisciplinary knowledge, be sure to check out our other explainers covering the amazing worlds of electrical, civil, mining, and metallurgy engineering. But before we go, I want to leave you with one final thought. The tools now at your disposal are vastly more powerful than anything any generation before you has ever had. So, what are you going to build with them? Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.